Tips from a full-time woodworker, part 4. Tip number 1, your finish schedule should be its own calendar. Dry times aren't flexible, so you've got to plan your builds around them, not the other way around. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting on coats that aren't ready yet. Been there, done that. Not worth it. Number 2, on to finishing again. A dedicated finishing area is not optional at volume. When you're in a production-based woodworking business, you have to have a separate space set up all the time because things take a while to dry, and then you have to build that into your schedule. If this set is drying, this set's coming tomorrow, this set needs to be dry by the time that you're onto the next set, things like that. And if dust from the cutting side, it's gonna ruin your finish later. So you have to have separate spaces if you're doing production woodworking. Tip 3, buy wood in bigger batches than you think you need. Matching grade and color later is a lot harder, a lot more expensive than over ordering once up front. We learned this the hard way because walnut will come in super sappy, and then you don't want like all of your legs to be sapwood. So it's just easier to have a lot more wood on hand and available, so you have the option to make changes, whether that's custom or production woodworking. You don't want to have to get through a project and then realize that you're, screwed. Tip number 4, have like a defect pile. Pieces with small flaws that don't need to be totally scrapped. You can sell them at a discounted rate or use them for samples or displays instead of wasting the wood, the time, the product, everything. Tip number 5, pre-drill everything. Even when you think you don't need to. A split boarded assembly is going to cost you way more time than the extra 10 seconds per hole. And tip number 6, know which steps you can't afford to mess up. We used to use miller dowels, and there was no way around doing them like late in the build, but one mess up meant that I was redoing the entire piece that I had already put hours into. So now it's something that we even consider before we choose a joinery method, not just like, does it work? But really, what happens if this goes wrong at this point in the production build? Because I had too many tables where I would drill the miller dowel and something would go wrong, and then I would have to start completely over, and the table was due in 2 days. Don't make those mistakes.